Mercy Wilson to the rescue. Chapter 1, 2, 3. Chapter 1. Mrs. Wilson and Mrs. Wilson have a pig named Mercy. Each night they sing Mercy to sleep. Bright, bright in the morning sun, sings Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, but brighter still in our darling one. Dark, dark in the cramming night, but oh, our Mercy shines so bright. This song makes Mercy feel warm inside, as if she has just eaten hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. Mr. Mercy likes hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. But when Mr. and Mrs. Wilson kiss her goodnight and turn off the light, Mrs. room becomes dark, very dark, and Mercy does not feel warm and buttery toast inside anymore. She feels afraid. One night, after Mr. and Mrs. Wilson sang their song about the sun, kissed Mercy goodnight, and turned out of the light, Mercy decided something. She decided that she would be much happier if she wasn't sleeping alone. And so Mercy go out of her bed and went and get in bed with Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. So snuggled up between them. Mercy felt warm inside, as if she had just eaten hot toast with a great deal of butter on it. Chapter 2. Mr. Wilson and Mrs. Wilson and Mercy were all in bed together. They were all dreaming. Mr. Wilson was dreaming of driving a very fast car. Vroom, says Mr. Wilson in his sleep. Vroom, Mrs. Wilson was dreaming of very hot toast from Mercy. She buttered one piece and then other piece and then other. Have some more, dear, Mrs. Wilson said in her sleep. Eat up, yum, yum. Mercy was dreaming about hot butter toast too. In Mercy's dream, hot butter toast was planted high on her favorite blue plate, and Mrs. Wilson was buttering still more. It was an excellent dream. Mr. Wilson said, "Rum, rum." Mrs. Wilson says, "Have some more, dear." Mercy sniffed and chafed in her sleep. Mr. Wilson and Mrs. Wilson and Mercy were all so busy sleeping that they did not hear the bed click. They were so dreaming that they did not hear the floor moan. Chapter 3. Boom! A hole pounded under the Wilson's bed. Clack! The Wilson's bed fell into the hole. Mrs. Wilson wake up. Mr. Wilson wake up. Mrs. Wilson wake up. Mercy wake up too. What the? Said Mr. Wilson. Alert! Said Mercy. It's an art park, shouted Mrs. Wilson. It's the end of the world. Nonsense, said Mr. Wilson, but he did not sound very sure. So stand back, Friday. He snapped back Friday. Mercy, however, was not frightened. Mercy was hungry. Alert, said Mercy again. She moved to the end of the bed. Boom! Click! The bed fell a little further into the hole in the floor. Don't move! Shouted Mr. Wilson. Whatever you do, don't move! Mr. Wilson and Mrs. Wilson and Mercy heard very still. Mrs. Wilson started to cry. I don't actually what we must do, said Mr. Wilson. But we must call the fire department. They will rescue us. But you said we should not move, said Mrs. Wilson. How can we call the fire department if we cannot move? Mercy reared her lovely toast bird dream. She wondered if there was any toast in the kitchen. While Mr. Wilson and Mrs. Wilson were ugly, Mercy hopped off the bed. Boom! Crash! Look! said Mrs. Wilson. Mercy has escaped. She is going to find help, said Mr. Wilson. She is going to order the fire department. Mercy left the bedroom at a gulp. She was in a hurry. She was on her way to the kitchen. She was looking for some toast. Chapter 4 is next video. Goodbye.